the Skit Guys Podcast, starring Tommy Woodard and Eddie James. And now, two guys who are secretly jealous that they'll never be referred to as the Girl on Fire, the Skit Guys.
Yay, it's the Muppet Show!
Hey, you guys!
The Muppet Show!
I just saw Gonzo.
I know, right? Oh, that was always the best part. Yeah. Hey, Tom, how are you?
Hey, Ed. I'm fantastic. How are you?
Welcome back, buddy.
It's so good to be back.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to the dreams.
That same old place that you
laughed
about.
That's right. To the memories and the something.
All the names have been changed since you hung around.
Ooh, well, they need you. Yeah, well, they need you.
Back here where we need you.
They're teasing it a lot because we got you on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Think about that. Welcome
Folks,
back.
If you're old enough to know
you.
that song, you probably don't listen to podcasts.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's the Welcome Back Cotter theme song right there.
Oh, Mr. Cotter.
But think about that song. Welcome back. We've missed you, but we're going to put you in a circle and tease you a lot because we got you on the spot. But welcome back.
But that's their love language, right? If they ain't messing with you, they don't love you.
Yeah, what were they called? The Horse Shack and Barbarino and Washington. What was they were the what was their gang name?
Oh, golly, I knew until you asked me.
All right.
I guess I didn't know. You know, we say I knew it until you asked me, but I guess we really didn't know, did we? Because there's not like there's something in our brain that shuts off. You're not listening. You're trying to think of what that is. Yeah.
Sweat Hogs. Sweat Hogs.
Sweat Hogs. That's it. Someone had to look it up.
Jay, our producer, had to look it up. The
Yeah.
Sweat Hogs. The Sweat Hogs.
There's no way he remembered it.
That's right.
There's no way. No way.
Jay Halver. Halver for the win. Halver for the win. Jay Halver for the win.
He shoots, he
what
wins.
if you had a gang name called the Sweat Hogs, though? That's kind of interesting.
The Sweat Hogs.
The Sweat
Yeah.
Hogs.
There's nothing scary about that. There's nothing.
It's not threatening?
No. It's just like describing some really gross guys. It really sounds like it's from a southern state.
Sweat.
We're the Sweat Hogs. I'll tell you that right now. That's our football team, Sweat Hogs. Little Jimmy Pigmouth, he runs it down there, man. I tell you what, they scored that touchdown every damn time.
Our cheerleaders are called Sweat Girls, and they sweat and they cheer at the same time. It's really, really fun.
No, they're the Sweet Swine. We're the Sweat Hogs, and they're the Sweet Swine.
Sweet Swine. Go, Sweet Swine.
Those little piggies go to market and cheer for us every Friday night.
Woohoo! Sweat Hogs.
You know it. Gosh darn it.
There may be some people out there going, that's a good name, Sweet Swine. That's a good name.
And there's somebody going, why are they making fun of our mascot?
Well,
because it's
Podience, it is funny. Podience, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. We got tweets, we got twits, we got emails, we got Facebook.
We got twits that tweet.
Saying, when you going to do another podcast? Not that you sound like that, but, you know.
Hey, seriously, one of the greatest things this summer is you post a picture of your family having fun together, and one of the responses is, when are you doing another podcast? But then, very quickly, somebody comes back and says, why don't you let the guy have some family time?
Hey, you know what? Our Podience, they're just in it, you know?
Yes.
They just need some I guess some Tommy and Eddie talk about nothing stuff, you know?
And we love you, and we love that you want us to talk about nothing.
You're our people. You're our people, Podience. We're so
really
glad.
one of our spiritual gifts to talk about nothing.
Seinfeld made it famous, but we've been doing it for years as well.
Oh my stars!
Oh my stars! You think about all those truck rides in your truck and just talking about nothing.
Good old Ranger XLT.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Tell me.
Good times.
Podience. This is our official comeback episode for the school year and
into summer. How many of you are actually still listening? We hope most of you.
Yeah, or some people have some of our audience members have emailed since there are new podcasts. We've just listened to the old ones over, which we're sorry. We're sorry you had to do that.
I don't know. The old ones are pretty funny.
They're pretty good.
There's some good stuff on there.
They're pretty good. They're pretty good. Pretty good.
Good.
We did that. We how do you say that? Replayed.
You're doing well.
Repodcasted. Yeah. I don't know the verbiage. But
we made a new podcast using some old podcast recordings
of the when we're old men. And
oh, you know what? I would call it recasting.
Recasting. Okay, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that one got a lot of feedback just from reposting the recast. See how I did that?
Yeah, that was a fun one.
See how I did that. So
I like the way you did that.
We hope you've had a great summer no matter how old you are, whether you're a kid, high school, you're an adult, going
or
to
106.
Whatever. Just, we're glad you listen. We're glad you're part of our audience. And so let's talk about this summer. What were some of the, we'll talk about highlights of the summer. What were some just great things that happened in our world? And maybe it can help you think of, kind of recall some great things about the summer. This was a good summer.
It's fantastic. Summer 2016.
Okay, so what?
Not as good as the summer of '69.
That was a good summer. That was when I played my guitar and had a band, and we tried real hard.
Joni quit.
Jenny got married. Should have known it wouldn't go far.
Yeah.
Oh, but when I look back now, buddy, those days, they just seem to last forever.
It was a summer of '69. Hey, yeah.
Me and my baby. Oh,
yep.
Me and my baby. Good times. Yeah, you're right. That was a good summer. That was a
great summer, man. It was a great summer. So, what do you think, man? Looking back at your summer, what are some highlights, Ed?
Highlights for me, Tommy, would be
not the magazine highlights that you read when you're in the doctor's office.
Oh, like really good. Well, buddy, being a 45-year-old, I think I'm 45. Yeah.
Just a puppy. You are.
Just a puppy.
Just a pup.
I started in May. I read about this. It's called Ruck. Like you put like a weight in a backpack, and it's supposed to
Ruck.
Ruck.
I think Ruck is he's the fullback for the Sweat Hogs, I think.
Yes. He's dating Cheryl from the Sweet Swines.
Yeah, he is.
They've been together for a really long time. Their parents got married in the summer of '69, so it's a legacy. It's a legacy. But
sorry, you were talking about rucking.
Yes, but I've been. This sounds so crazy, but it's been really great for me. I've been like when I'm around the house and just doing stuff. I put this backpack with a 25-pound weight in it, and it like it's been great. I know that sounds crazy, but I read about the wonderful things that it does for you, and I guess Marines do it or Navy SEALs do it. Not that I would be either one ever, but it's been really great. And I've started going back to the tennis courts, and not that I had anyone to play with, but they have a board, and I've just got the tennis racket and tennis ball, and I've just been relearning how to do overhand and underhand swings, and it's been that sounds so crazy, but it's been very rewarding to go out there and just slam that tennis ball, and I want to take lessons. I want to relearn. So I don't know. That's been fun. That's been kind of fun,
Would you like me to teach you?
Nope, I don't.
I don't mind. I'll teach you.
I don't. Part of our joke this summer has been in the car that I had to make a choice between being a professional tennis player or being a skit guy. Right. And you've been very gracious to go along with that, Tommy.
You just think I'm going along with it.
We've had some good talks.
Similarly to rucking, have been doing something this summer called Rocky Roading, and it's been a lot of fun too. And it's where I have ice cream every night in the summertime, and just as rewarding. Which in turn gives you the Rocky Road. So
right.
It's what I've heard former Marines and Navy SEALs do. So.
Sylvia, I gotta go do some Rocky Road, and I'll be back. Oh boy.
So yeah, that's been the highlight of my summer. It's been Rocky Roading.
You and I You and I have we found this new treat.
Yeah.
You want to tell them about it? That was a highlight of the summer.
It's very sad that it was, but it really was. But and it may be not. It's probably not new to several of you podcasters, but it was to us. But we found these ice cream sandwiches called Cool House ice cream.
Oh, buddy.
It's COO. I need to, so you can go get it at your store. COOL, cool as in normal, and then HAUS. And man, their ice cream sandwiches it's crazy because it's 2 cookies with ice cream in the middle, and you're thinking Chipwich, but no, because the Chipwich is hard as a rock. You'll break teeth on that, right?
Yeah.
But my favorite is the salted caramel ice cream with snickerdoodle cookies on the outside, and the cookies are soft and delicious, and I'm probably going to have to buy some on the way home.
I thought about them yesterday. That I was like,
yeah, isn't that sad?
Wait, what am I missing in my life?
Yeah.
Cool House ice cream sandwiches.
Here's the truth, and this is just confession time. I was driving home from work yesterday, and I called my wife. I was like, "Hey, you need anything?" She's like, "Hey, would you stop and get some salad at And so I was like, "Yeah, sure." So it's a Walmart Marketplace is the only grocery store on the way home. So like I stopped and I literally walked through the ice cream section, just going, "Well, maybe," but they didn't have it.
No. And when you said Walmart Marketplace, your voice dropped like 3 octaves. I hate
going to Walmart. Yeah. I hate going to Walmart. When they started loading their aisles with stuff and you have to squeeze through, and it's just, I just don't. Yeah, I'm thankful for them. I'm thankful for them offering things at a low price, but
It's okay, buddy. I feel your pain. Okay, so what's another thing that you enjoyed?
You know what? This summer, no joke, I think what I really enjoyed, because I love the things that we've gotten to do, but I love the fact that for pretty much all of June, we weren't really on the road. Yeah. And so we were filming stuff and doing stuff, but it was nice just to sleep in my own bed and just relax, Yeah. So it's been a good summer. It's gone, I know we always say this, but it's gone way too fast. Yeah. Like this summer, fastest one ever.
It was a good summer. Summer. You know who we haven't heard from at all? You know who's just been off the radar totally? Is Alec Baldwin. That's true, yes. We probably need to... I'm worried about him. He started doing that Match Game TV show. And it's kind of dirty. I wouldn't recommend that to any families to watch. No.
Yeah.
I think he's kind of in a creative slump.
He may be busy. He may be super busy.
Let's just see. I don't know. I got him on. I think he's in the Skit Guy's offices here.
I don't think he is. I think
he is. I think he is. Here's the thing. Alec Baldwin, for the most part, I mean, he's a pretty, he's a good actor, but I don't know. Like, we haven't heard from him in a long time, and oh boy.
I think he's busy.
Alec, are you there? Are you in the studio?
Hey guys. Hey, sorry.
Hey, Alec. Hey, how's it going, Alec?
Hey, it's okay. It's just I've been busy.
You sound out of breath. What's going on, buddy?
Yeah, I was over there filming match game.
Were you about to say Matchbox?
No. Yeah, I was listening to some Matchbox 20.
Oh, great. Oh, you are so hip.
That's how I get into my groove before I do match game. Usually I play with some matchsticks.
Yeah. What's that like, Alec? You've gone from, famous movie star to television star to hosting a game show, a 1970s
I'm still super famous. Super famous.
I don't know if you are. I don't know.
No. I'm super famous. I decided to take a break. Take a break from, filming to do some TV. It's just, that's all it is. That's all it is.
So you went from a very well-written show called 30 Rock to kind of improving. You have a little earpiece in your ear when you do the game show.
Yeah. It's connected to Tina Fey. She's telling me funny things to say.
I don't think so.
That's my hearing aid.
Alec?
I was told nobody would notice it.
Alec, what's going on, buddy?
I'm a broken man. I got nothing left. Tank is empty.
Yes, you had so much hope, Alec.
I was so talented.
Oh, Alec.
And now I'm doing the same thing that a former football player is doing right after me. I'm just hosting a game show.
Alec,
I'm 2 steps away from being Regis Philbin.
Oh, Alec, is there anything we can do for you, Alec?
Hey, in fact, I think Regis Philbin is here.
I don't think he is.
There's Regis Philbin walking in right now. Hey, Regis, how are you? I didn't know you were here.
Oh, my gosh, it's crazy. This is crazy. There's Alec. There's Alec Baldwin right there. Oh, my gosh. Hello, Alec.
Hey, Regis, why don't you talk to the skit guys? I got to go. Bye. Oh, that's fantastic.
Wait a minute.
Hey, Regis, is that you?
Yeah.
Regis, what have you been up to?
I have been sitting in my bathrobe, eating peaches, watching old reruns of Gunsmoke. That's what I've been doing.
That's fantastic. Regis, do you like to watch Kelly and Michael? Or I guess Kelly and whoever it is now?
No.
Wait, is that still you? Regis, yes. Where'd you go?
It's me. It's hurt my heart. It's hurt my heart, Tommy. I've called at least 75 times. I've called 75 times up there to the studio to see if they would let me in, but no.
What is it?
I'm amazing, and no one will use me. I'm sitting here in my bathrobe, eating blueberries. I've got blueberry teeth. I'm in pain. Kelly, if you're listening, put me back on the air.
Regis, why don't you just do the rest of the podcast with me? We'll let Eddie take a break.
He has to go. Oh, Gelman, that's who I've been trying to call. Gelman, he won't take my calls. Gelman won't take my calls. I'm sitting here in my bathrobe. I'm eating strawberries and blueberries and peaches. It's upsetting my stomach.
Regis, you are welcome anytime here. Anytime.
Tommy, I appreciate that. I appreciate you. Yeah. Why do I sound like I'm constipated?
Well,
I've been eating so much fruit.
You've been eating too much fruit.
Oh, boy. You know,
he's gone.
Really
he didn't even
sad.
say goodbye. That guy's just gone.
He had to go to the bathroom. It is sad when your heroes kind of lose their way, isn't it?
Oh, buddy. Yeah.
And really when I say heroes, they weren't heroes at all. But
no, they were just people to make fun of.
That's right.
People to emulate.
What was another highlight or memory or anything as far as family? Let's go family. What was something that in your world?
Oh, you know what? We started off the summer. My family and I took a trip to Washington D.C. and had a great time. Saw everything and was just amazed and. So it was great. It's a great city. Great city to visit. Embarrassed to say, had some great food. Loved every bit of the food we ate there. But man, it was fun.
What about the transition from your daughter going from high school to college? What's that? What's that been like this summer?
You know what? That's been really great for us. Abby is just she's a fantastic girl, and she has kind of gone through in this summer. Am I going to do this? Do I want to do this? Do I want to do this? And that's changed a little bit. But you know what? She's going to a local Christian college here in Oklahoma, and is really struggling and looking at possible ministry, and it's been great.
That's awesome.
I think it's been fun to watch her wrestle with what does God have for her, what does life have for her,
It's good.
Yeah,
it's good.
Yeah,
it's good.
I think the real transition will be her mother and I realizing she's a college age student, and she gets to now live as an adult, and I think that stuff will probably be hard.
Isn't that the toughest stuff out of all? I mean, I think I told you this. It reminded me, my daughter, my oldest, she's 12, and she likes to make things and create things. And I took her to Walmart. The Pokemon Go. Talk about a thing from the summer.
Holy moly!
Holy cow!
Yeah.
We were out last night doing the whole Pokemon thing, and it's so crazy. It feels like it's 1985 or 86. Everybody's out. I mean, it's 10 o'clock at night. People are out walking around. People are talking to one another. That has been phenomenal. That has been, I've loved seeing the effect of that.
That's a pretty cool aspect of it.
Oh my goodness, it's been great to see. Like I've talked to people I would never talk to, or just getting out of your house and walking around at night and it being okay. I mean, that's been a beautiful thing this summer. My daughter wanted to make a Pikachu. I think I'm saying it right. Pikachu? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she made this whole diagram of, how she's going to make like a stuffed animal out of a tube sock. And, so she had her own money. We went to Walmart and you just said, letting them grow up. She paid with her own money. It was like $12.07, okay, for her materials. She handed the guy a $20 bill and, she's going to get whatever, 93 cents, $6.93 back, something like that. So the guy hands her $6 and is grabbing the change, and my daughter goes, "Just keep the change," and I immediately go, "Oh no, that's not how it works." Like like that's not how it works. No, sweetheart, we're not at a restaurant. He doesn't get tips, and she kind of looked at me, and it was one of those moments of, oh God, I've done so. Oh wait. And so the guy handed her the money back, and I tried to, cover it, going, but that was so sweet of you, blah, blah, blah. But we're walking away, and she was just going, Dad, I wanted to do that. I wanted to give him the money. And it was just that thing of, oh my daughter's growing up, and she's trying to practice generosity. She's trying, it doesn't matter if it's at a table with a waiter or whatever. She's just trying to practice it, even with her money. Yeah. Generosity, and it really was that thing. I've teared up several times thinking about it, but I treated, she was like my little girl. She was 8 years old, and I'm trying to navigate her through the waters of life, so to speak. And she's 12 years old, and she's trying to do things on her own. And man, oh man, that is tough. You know what I mean?
Because it's just like, you don't want her to fall on her face. Yeah. I mean, in your mind, that's what you were doing. Her bike was falling over, and you were grabbing that bike so it didn't fall over. Yeah.
You're exactly right.
Then you found out she was doing a trick with her bike, and there was no falling over. That's exactly right.
That's right.
What a beautiful story, though. I mean, I love the fact that she's, she longs to be generous,
Yeah, you're exactly right.
That you shut it down.
I shut it down, and I want her to be generous, and I shut it down. You're right.
It is that yin and yang of being a parent. Man.
Oh man, and you hope for other opportunities, and you pray that you get it right. You keep your mouth shut, and oh boy, yeah. America's Got Talent. That sounds kind of weird, but my family has been watching America's Got Talent, and my family's never watched it together, but for whatever reason, this summer we've watched it, and it's like we gather around the TV as a family and we watch it, and that's been fun too, because we'll talk about it, and we'll talk about who do you think's going to win, or who do you think will get voted through, and and some of those moments, as you know, T, when they do the backstory, I am like crying like a baby, and my girls will always look at me to see, like, especially when the music starts to play and the guitar strings start to happen, and you hear that person go, "I was 7 years old when my mom left." I'm immediately tearing up,
Oh yeah.
And oh my, and then there was one of them where a little girl, she's a comedian. And
she was hilarious.
She was very funny, and then it was like Simon going, what made you want to be a comedian, and she's my dad got what did he get? He got a disease. He got something.
No, he had a stroke, didn't he?
He had a stroke.
And he couldn't smile.
Yeah. So my goal was to make my dad smile. I am just, but that's been fun.
I cry anytime one of the judges hits that gold button or whatever. I just immediately tears roll out of my eyes.
What is that? Yeah. What is that? Like, my wife looks at me.
It's being a sissy.
My wife looks at me like, what is going on? I don't know.
It's a sign of low testosterone.
I cry every time. I don't know. I just, like, I think in my brain or in my heart, I think it's just like these people are living out their dreams, and that's just so inspiring. They won't, most of them.
It reminds me of the song. Do you remember the song Chris Tomlin did? It Takes a Big Man to Cry.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a big man to cry, but a bigger man to laugh at him.
I don't remember that song.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Funny.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're fine. You're fine. So that's been fun. That's been fun. The TV show Stranger Things.
My family got into that.
Now, families, if you haven't watched it, you may, there's some apps that you can read about stuff like movies and TV shows. I would definitely read those before you watch anything.
It's definitely PG or PG-13 for some language. And some situations. There's some situations.
Yeah, there's one episode at the end of the one scene in the end of episode 2, I think it is. But other than that, it was pretty clean. But it felt like an old 80s movie.
My goodness, they totally captured it. But yeah, go to Common Sense Media or something like that and check it out before you watch it with your family.
Yeah.
But if your kids are older, if you feel good about it, it was a great story and just so well done.
I think my girls, I saw episode 1, and then I think both my daughters came in around episode 3, and we ordered pizza and we binged watched the whole thing. We watched the whole thing in one night. I mean, it was fun.
Just a great story.
Yeah. Fun.
So well done. I mean, you really did feel like you were watching something from the 80s.
Yeah, you really, really did. Yep, you're right. Any highlights of Skit Guy stuff?
Oh, I mean, it was just, I can't think of one event that we did this summer that wasn't just wonderful.
Yeah.
You go places and you either, this is what happens, folks. Sometimes, Ed and I will pull into a parking lot, and it will be that question of, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Probably the first big one was we did an event in New Orleans, and it was actually at the Superdome. And you pull into the Superdome, right? I mean, This is where the New Orleans Saints play football, and you pull in and you're going, what are we doing here?
What are we doing here? Yeah.
There's no way that we're going to connect with these people. This is what we have no business being here, This makes no sense, But that was after we'd stopped and had some really great Cajun food and beignets and coffee. We were so happy to do there, to be there for that. And then we go and do the event, and it was just fantastic.
To perform in front of 28,000 people, something like that.
I think it was, yeah.
And then we did a late night comedy hour, and these churches, these high school students, junior high students had the ability to go, we're going to go back or we're going to stay. And to go, you kept hearing the leaders going, they all stayed. That's crazy. And Ren Collective was the night before, and you go, that's just nuts.
So yeah, you have that feeling of, I don't deserve to be there,
Yeah.
And then just last week we did a different event in Tennessee, and
Saturday
we
morning.
Pulled in the parking lot. And that was so back up just so everybody knows, we did a week-long event in California, and then had to catch a flight out of LAX and got into Nashville at 12:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Had to get up early the next morning and drive down. And so we're just dog tired. And we pull in this parking lot, and it is filled with nothing but pickup trucks.
Yeah.
And these are farmers. Yeah. And it's what are we doing here? There's no way.
Yeah.
This is a men's event. There's no way these manly farmers want to watch Skit Guys.
None of these men cry over America's Got Talent. None of them do.
No, they haven't cried since 1973.
Yeah, and I'm in my little Munsingwear shirt, and oh boy. But it was great, and it's so crazy.
Yeah.
These small churches are around, in back there in Tennessee, they watch Skit Guys videos. It's so crazy. So crazy.
Yeah.
I always want to say it's so humbling, and there's a statement out there that says people that say I was humbled or it's so humbling aren't humbled or aren't it's a ruse. But I go, I don't know any other word. I don't know any other word to go, this is nuts, and we should not be able to experience what we're experiencing. And it is humbling. I don't there's no ego whatsoever in that to go, I can't believe God allows us to do this.
Well, and it's the thing too of going, it's a judgment call. I mean, humility is in your heart, you know, and so whether it's there or not, and we're sharing with people that care about us and want to know what's going on in our world, and that's what's going on in our world, and it's crazy. I mean, we know, we don't know. We think that at any moment everyone's going to wake up and go, "Oh gosh, why have we been listening to the Skit Guys?
These guys
are idiots.
These guys aren't funny. Why have we wasted so much time?
Oh, I've wasted my life.
Yeah.
But Wakwa man, you cannot marry a woman who does not have gills.
Here comes the meteor.
Oh, I've wasted my life.
Great moment from The Simpsons. I thought what was crazy was we had a line, before the Tennessee gig, which was so great. Like that morning, that Saturday morning, with all those men, like we did the Chisel skit, and like then the pastor got up and he was like, "Men, let's not do insanity here. Let's not do the same thing over and over and over again, expecting different results. But let's get real with God." And there was men of all ages just getting real with God. That was just
the
wow.
image that sticks out to me was the man he came forward and knelt down and was just praying, and his son was standing next to him with his hand on his shoulder, like, probably about an 8 or 9 year old boy just holding on to his dad's shoulder while his dad did business with God. It was really beautiful.
That was beautiful. There was a man probably in his 60s, late 60s, tall guy. We were leaving, and he grabbed us, and he was hugging us, and he's just crying, and he goes, "Thank you, thank you, thank you," and you just go, we have no idea what he's dealing with God, but you just go, I'm so glad I got to be a part of that. I'm so glad on a Saturday morning in Tennessee, I got to just be a part of what God is doing,
we've always said, do what you can where you are with what you have and leave the results up to God. And I guess Podience, it just made me think, like, as we talk about this, when you find yourself someplace and you're going, why am I here? Mm-hmm. Whether the feeling is you don't deserve to be here, or you can't connect with these people, or whatever the case may be, why am I here? Just know that, God's still doing something. Just do what you can and trust the results up to Him.
You're exactly right. You're exactly right. I love what there was a story that was given that morning, was when people, these men are getting right with God, and the children's pastor said, he brought up a 10-year-old kid and said, I can't remember his name, but the little boy at camp said...
Billy. All little kids are
named Billy. Yeah. He said at camp, he basically came up to the children's pastor and said, "Hey, I need to give up my video game because it's not good, and I need to..."
Because it had Pikachu in it, I think.
Yeah. Needed to let it go. And the children's pastor says, well, and I love it that he didn't well, here's what you need to do. But he asked the kid a question, well, what do you want to do? And he said, I need to call my daddy, and I need my daddy to get it out. Just get out of the house, and you go, that's just stuck in my brain of, we get to go to God, our Heavenly Father, and say, Daddy, get it out. Get this stuff that doesn't belong in my life and just get it out, that's really resonated with me. Just thought that was beautiful.
It was a great illustration, beautiful.
So, one highlight was last Friday, we were at Saddleback, and we do the signing. Come get your picture with the two monkeys, with the Skit Guys, and we had a line for 3 hours. For 3 hours long, that's what was so crazy. Like, that line probably could have kept going, but we cut it off at some point. But I go, that's just nuts.
It was just so great to meet all of those people and to hear their stories and what God's doing in their lives.
That's what I love. I love hearing their stories and how God is molding them and, refining them. But we met one lady that her husband did makeup for Saturday Night Live back in the Eddie Murphy days, Billy Crystal days, and I think kind of in the Dana Carvey era as well. But that was really cool. That was really cool too.
And you, Eddie James, fanboyed out.
Oh, I was gushing
like I've never seen before.
Oh, it was so cool. I kept asking about every skit. Did he do this? Did he do this? Did he do this? Yes. My husband did that one. My husband did that one. My husband did that one. Oh, it was so cool.
And then she's walking away, and Eddie is following her. Hey, wait. Did he do this one?
Was he in the one with Christopher Guest and Martin Short did the one where they were in the Water Olympics? Yes. My husband did that one.
I love that bit.
Oh, it's so good.
No, you're not angry at me. You're saying, I know you. I know you.
And Martin Short goes, I can't swim.
I'm not a strong swimmer.
Oh,
yeah, it was really cool. I mean, knowing that our history is, being in love with some of those folks from, SNL back in the day.
Yeah.
It was cool to meet somebody who was, just one person away from that.
Yeah.
You know?
And I think she said, if you ever need any makeup, that was pretty cool too, to go, oh my goodness. Yeah. Who knows? The man that did Billy Crystal's makeup for what was the movie? Princess Bride.
Walking Tall?
No, Princess Bride. Walking Tall.
Have fun storming the castle.
That was pretty cool. But anyway, that was pretty neat.
Yeah.
So
great events this summer and really cool just to see. One of the things I love is, you grow up going to church and things from your perspective, from your denomination or whatever. And one of the things I think is so great in the fact that we do things in all different denominations all over is to see God working in all of them. It's like God doesn't play favorites, He loves all of his kids and it's just cool to see him working in all different aspects.
You're right. We probably another highlight of this summer is, and we'll end with this one. And Podience, we need your help on this. We are on draft 6 of our screenplay, and we're now giving it to people to read and that kind of stuff. And so
it's almost there. It's almost done.
I really like this script. I really like it. I really do. This could be a great faith-based movie.
It's a different story. I mean, it's creative. It's not a story that has been told already.
I don't think so. Yeah. And I think if you're sitting there in the audience watching it, or if you're watching at home, or however it works, that I don't think you could fast forward the tape and go, oh, I know this is going to be so cheesy Christian. I know it's going to happen. I don't think it feels like a Sunday school lesson type movie. So.
But God is throughout it.
Oh, totally. So, but we're starting to figure out, okay, how can we fund this? I mean, we're going to go out and talk with people and do that kind of stuff. But Podience, we would love your help as well.
Yeah. I mean, because we're trying to take to the big screen what you as Podience members have seen either on YouTube or on one of the Christian TV channels. It's that thing where people come up and say something like, my dad won't go to church, but he loves you guys' stuff, or, I watched this with my friend who doesn't go to church. Like, we're trying to make that movie that is so funny, but still has the truth of God's word, So what we have done, we just want to put it on the big screen,
And yeah. So to go, there are not a lot of family comedies that you can go. There's not a lot of family comedies that are clean comedy and you can legitimately laugh.
Yeah.
And so we want to make a faith-based movie, and we want to be a part of your world to where grandma can come, the 8-year-old can come, but there's something for everybody and you're laughing. So if we can carry that from our videos to the big screen, that's a big deal. Deal.
Yeah, and really, this is something that we feel is the next phase for us. Like, this isn't just, hey, we should try to make a movie one time and see what happens, but this is where we think we're supposed to be going in our ministry and in our friendship together.
So we have a email set up called movie@skitguys.com. Movie, MOVIE, @skitguys.com. How do you think we should go about funding some of this?
Well, I mean, there's different things that we could do, and we're talking to different people, but, I think it's that deal of at some point we'll probably set up a social media funding channel. But if you'd like to know about that, if you're interested in that, then, we want you to join us, So for now, go to movie@skitguys.com, as Eddie said, MOVIE @skitguys.com. And if, you go, hey, I want to be a part of this, or I just want to be kept updated on how it's going or anything like that, just, give us your name and your email address. And, it's just a different way for us to do life together like we always try to do.
Yeah, we do not want to do this alone. We want you to come along on the ride with us. And some of that's going to be grassroots. Some of that is going to be our tribe taking this, just like they did with God's Not Dead, Courageous. And hopefully we'll have the same people come to those movies, but they'll experience a little bit different. It won't be like that, but it'll be a comedy. You'll still get God in the story, but it's going to have a different feel to it. But all those were word of mouth made those great. So we want our tribe and our audience members to do the same thing. So come to movie@skitguys.com. Say, yes, I'm interested. Hey, I want to know more. And we will keep you updated as we go down this road, because we are in development. We're making it happen.
If you're just independently wealthy and looking for a nonprofit ministry to give to, go to movie@skitguys.com and let us know.
We're about to send it to a producer and a guy that really believes in us. So we're going to give him the script and have him read it. He has been someone that promotes a lot of these movies. So we will see. We'll see what happens.
Above everything else, just know that we covet your prayers.
Yes.
And we need that more than anything. This is no doubt the hardest thing we've ever done together. It's going to continue to be a challenge. So we hope that if you got a prayer list, please put us on it from this standpoint, and that, God would take this movie and do with it what he wants to do.
We will definitely have a podcast where we share some of the God things that have happened with this movie so far, and that'll be its own podcast. But there are some great God moments, and can't wait to share those with our audience as well. So
definitely.
All right, good stuff, buddy. We can talk, we can gab like nobody's business.
Like nobody's business. If you want to waste some time, hang out with us.
That's right. That's right. Well, audience, we hope you have had a great summer. We hope you have a great rest of the month of August, and we will be back doing these twice a month come September.
Yep, looking forward to it. Audience, thanks for joining us.
All right, see you later, audience. Love you, buddy.
Love you, buddy. Bye.
Bye.
The Skit Guys podcast is brought to you by skitguys.com, where you can always watch their videos for free and peruse all things Skit Guys. Tune in next week for another thrilling episode of the Skit Guys podcast. Until then, live long and lie prostrate.